Hello you guys, welcome back. It's Josh G with Dynamic Marketing Collaboration, here to bring you another lesson on how to develop your business and create the world that you want. So today I want to talk to you guys about 3 key rules to keep in mind with any sales process that you're utilizing, and how you can apply it to not only your sales process in person, but also your sales process digitally. So without further ado, let's begin. So the first thing that you need to be very clear on with your sales process is what is the other person interested in. Now, if you haven't watched my previous video on negotiations, I would highly recommend to take a look at it. But the most important thing is to understand what are the real interests of the person I'm talking to. Now, each target market's going to have different interests and different things they value. And those values will stem from a wide variety of subjects. It will include their social upbringing, their religious upbringing, their location that the friends group that they were around, as well as do they live in a city, do they live in the country, are they in the suburbs, etc., etc. The list is exhausting. But you want to be very clear as to what are the interests that they have. What are the key things they value in their life? If they were to create a list of the top 5 values that they have, what would they be? This is very important, as this will allow you to create a message that's geared towards them. And if it's an in-person sales call, it is even more important, or an over-the-phone sales call, to know what is it that this person truly values. What is it that they like? Because if you're not appealing to what it is that they truly want, they'll just hang up the phone very quickly, or they'll end the meeting with no desire to move forward. So every sales needs to start with what are the interests of the other person. The second thing to be very clear on is very dumb listening to the person. Now, this doesn't apply as much digitally speaking unless you're chatting away with them, because you may not, from your website, be listening to what they're saying directly. But you can do very similarly, look through your data on your website to understand what it is that they're looking for. But for an in-person conversation, you want to do what's called dumb listening. Now, dumb listening doesn't mean that you're literally stupid in the way that you're listening to them. But what it does mean is be very present to what is being said. Don't worry or focus about what you're going to say. The amount of time it takes your brain to be able to figure out, hey, this is what I want to say, is honestly a very short amount of window it requires. However, many times I myself will be listening to someone and I'm, while they're talking, coming up with the answer, or agreeing or disagreeing, versus just being present to what they're saying. When you're present to what someone is saying, it allows them to feel like you truly do care. And it allows you not to miss something that may allow you to realize, oh, the person's interest is actually this versus what I originally thought. So it's really important that we practice dumb listening for any sales call or any sales conversation at all, to really seek to be just present in the moment and not off in our own head, worried about what might be, what will happen, what we want to happen. Just be present. And lastly, the third thing that's very key is being clear and concise with the message you want to communicate. So if someone comes to me, for example, and talks about they want to get their SEO AdWords to be cheaper, they're paying too much money and it's not worth it. Now, I can go and talk about all kinds of stuff, right? And I can talk loops around how I'm going to make their SEO AdWords drop. But all that's going to do is create a lot of excessive noise and information for them to think about. That means they'll probably forget. The reality is people only remember 2 to 3 sentences out of any 15-minute conversation. So you want those 2 or 3 sentences to count. You want them to be very important and sentences that will resonate with the person. So if someone comes looking for SEO AdWords, my response is going to be very clear and concise. We're going to look at all the data and ensure that we're pursuing only AdWords that will make you money, that you will be able to pull profit off of. And not only that, but we'll work on ranking your website up through writing effective content that lets Google know and everyone out there that you're a successful client, that they should be going to you for help. Very clear, very concise, and matches the brand and the mission of my company. So whenever you're doing a sales call moving forward, I want you to think about these three aspects. What are the interests of the person? Be done with my listening, and clear and concise with my messaging that I want to present to them. And as always, with any sales, find a win-win solution. Don't find just a win for them or just a win for you. Find a solution where both parties will be happy and actually be able to grow and benefit from the results. Well, that's all I have for you guys this time. Please let me know in the comments what you think, any other videos that you think I should do.